Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
In the delicate arena of compliance, every conversation matters. Traditional methods can leave callers feeling unheard, but Ethico changes the game. Our empathetic interview technique reshapes compliance calls into powerful, compassionate interactions, ensuring no crucial detail is missed. It's about creating a conversation that matters, that resonates, that makes a difference. Be the change in your compliance approach. See the transformation for yourself at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo, try our free ROI calculator, and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, The ROI of Compliance.
The Daily Compliance News for June 14, 2024, Flag Day, the Headed to Rehab edition. And we begin with that story. It's a rather sad story, but I think it's important to publicize it. It is the Chief Financial Officer of Tyson Foods, John R. Tyson, was suspended from that role after he was arrested for allegedly drunk driving. The incident comes more than a year after Tyson, the grandson of the company's founder, was arrested after a woman found him asleep in her home, and he was charged with public intoxication and criminal trespassing. If this allegation is true, Mr. Tyson clearly has a drinking problem. He needs to go to rehab. He needs to step back and take care of his life. The company needs to support him. This is something that I think EAP or whatever it is within your organization really needs to step up and not treat him like he was treated before, which is welcome back with no help. He clearly has, like I said, if this allegation is true, clearly has a drinking problem. Next up from CNN, 5 takeaways from the Bob Menendez trial. Menendez or his former colleague, Jose Uribe, made clear that Menendez was a part of this and it wasn't just his wife. The defense sought to portray Menendez as a victim of sorts, but that fell through. The wife, though, Nadine, is a clear part of these trials, and whether she is a Jezebel or something else, we don't know. Of course, now there are many unanswered questions, including where do we go from here? Next up, in what can only be a not good information to Boeing, the FAA Administrator Mike Whitaker said that oversight of Boeing was too hands-off and that there must be more aggressive oversight of Boeing. The FAA's approach was too hands-off, too focused on paper audits and not focused on inspections. He said that the FAA had changed its approach and that those changes are permanent. And our final story comes to us from Law.com, a rare contributor, but a significant one to the Daily Compliance News, which reports that the examiner for FTX has requested additional information from the law firm of Sullivan and Cromwell regarding their representation and advice to Sam Bankman-Fried over his purchases of shares of Robinhood. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.